All right, and we are live after the episode. I'm Justin, and joining me, my good pal, Mr. Matt.
Matadubs.
Give him a round of applause there. He loves it. It means the world to him. I'm Justin, and thanks so much for joining us as we discuss the mid-season finale. One of the the quarter season finale. I don't know what you call these things, but Matt, what did you think of tonight's episode?
It was okay.
Oh man, so I actually forgot to hit record on my audio software. So for those listening to this on the MP3 version, I apologize that you missed the little short intro there. But you only missed about 10 seconds. So
It was just like this episode. You didn't miss much.
so for those on the audio and not on the stream audience, Matt's joining me, and Matt just stated that he was not a big fan of this episode.
Like, it was okay, but there's, just like most of the season, a lot to be desired.
Such as what?
You tell me.
I asked you the question.
I just didn't care for Morgan. Or not Morgan.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. God, I am so tired. Like, we have had a hell of a weekend. At least I know I did.
Yeah, if only I had some pictures on my computer to show everyone of Matt's wild wedding antics last night. But anyways,
not Morgan.
Pope. I thought this episode was I mean, it was cool to see Pope go. So I guess now Leah's.
Yeah, we at least got that. Yeah, now she's the new Pope.
I feel like maybe Leah's gonna be the new villain that no one asked for.
I am protecting my family.
Like,
her voice gets deep.
It gets real deep.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe she smoked too much in the past?
Never go against the family.
I
am God.
I'm glad to see Pope gone. That's a villain I really didn't care much for.
His chin was too strong and his hat was too dumb.
Yeah, but his neck was too weak when it comes to blades, I suppose.
The blades, yes.
But I love the way, the thing I hate is they leave it off kind of a cliffhanger to where you're like, oh God, are Maggie and Negan about to be killed by little bottle rockets? And then they show like a preview of the next season, and they're just
perfectly fine.
chilling.
Yeah.
Like, hey, okay.
So
well, there goes the disbelief there. Go ahead.
With all the like land, like they have like they've done some like EOD stuff, like where they're planting landmines, and like they just rig a bunch of sticks of dynamite to some bows and arrows and attach a fuse to it.
This is ingenuity.
No, this is redneck engineering.
God told me to do it.
God told me to take some fireworks and attach them to bows and arrows, and then they get a long fuse.
I'm gonna say, like, I'm really done with the religious fanatics right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. Like, not just Walking Dead. I'm not down in
Morgan.
Just in we got a buddy in general. Like the Christian fanatic. Like, God told me to do it. Like, man. But so you dislike the episode? I didn't hate it.
I didn't dislike it. I just wasn't invested. Well, like, it was just so obvious what was going to happen. Like, they were going to Pope was, it was the quarter season finale, halftime show, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
You'd say you just expected more from it.
Yeah, it's like so. Yeah, Morgan. I don't want to keep calling Morgan. God, I'm so tired. Pope. I love that board. I haven't seen it in person. I love it already.
No, I didn't. You know, the thing I guess that I didn't like about it is I mean, I did not like it. I thought it was a decent episode, but at the end of the day, it was like, I mean, yeah, they wrapped up Pope, but I don't really feel like there was much resolution there. Now Leah is turned. I thought Leah was
now the new Pope. Yeah.
I am.
It's like, I trusted you, like, dude, bitch. Like I did what I had to do to protect my folks. You guys are fucking insane.
I will.
You strapped a bunch of goddamn bottle rockets.
I will say, that I did. There were things that I liked though. Like for instance, when they were in Alexandria and Rosita stepped out and was the badass that
Oh
she
my
is.
God. Yeah, that was the highlight.
Kind of hearkening back to like Rick in Alexandria when he like stepped out and just went ham
Cleared
on all
them,
those
yeah.
zombies. And I feel like they were alluding to that with Judith looking out the window and seeing that. I guess, you know, I don't know if she's maybe been told that story or what, but it really felt like they were, you know, that was kind of a
an homage or yeah.
Maddie Williams says, I agree with Matt. I was not invested in this episode.
It was just like what was going to happen that she thought was going to happen happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I could say it was a little predictable, but
I thought like Leah stabbing Pope in the back of the neck. Like I figured like they'd just push him off the roof or some shit.
Oh yeah. Crawley says the mistake they made with the Reapers was they revealed too much too soon. Keeping the mystery about them would have been way better.
I would have liked to have some more elusiveness to them. I think would have made them a little more interesting.
A little bit.
That tight V formation, that's what got me in the beginning.
Yeah, I Crawley, I agree with you 100%, and I swear to God, if Rosita got bit, I'm gonna be furious. But I mean, like for real, I'm not gonna, because the way she stepped in and just kind of stood there and paused for a second, I was like, oh man, did Rosita get bit? Like she's gonna turn around, there's gonna be like a bite on her neck or something, but she better not have gotten bit. Which we know actually, I don't think she got bit because in the previews for next season, it showed Rosita in front of like some Commonwealth soldiers. So unless that happens like the very next day.
You should play the replay the clip where Negan's like, what the shit? And play the laugh track. Oh, Negan.
What the shit? Oh, Negan. Silly Negan.
And what do they expect was going to happen? Like when they were walking around those landmines, like and zombies just blowing up, like shrapnel's going to be going flying everywhere.
I'm just like, I feel like I would have just immediately not went forward anymore.
Yeah, like, okay, like we need to step back. Yeah.
Or Elijah, or, you know, any of the ones out there. And the second the first landmine would have went off, I would have been like,
yep.
Retreat. We're back to in my most zombie voice ever. Retreat.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up.
Oh, Lord, Negan. Put it in reverse, Negan. What you doing, Negan? Yeah,
I'm kind of curious how they survived the bottle rocket. So at the end there, they survive.
I am. I will say, Father Gabriel was a beast.
Listen,
power with the sniper rifle.
Everybody within that group, they are professional axe throwers, professional knife throwers. Apparently, they can hack computers and break into cars and hotwire and do all this and that. Master lock picks.
Man, when Daryl stabbed Homeboy through the bottom of the mouth, that just looked painful.
Yeah,
like
like he completely misses, like getting him in the, like through his brain, like kill him instantly, just plows through his facial bones. Like, dude, what the fuck? Shit, I meant to kill him.
Instead, I hurt him really bad. Sorry for all the sound effects, guys. I just got a new board. It comes with touch pads, and I can't help myself.
It is sexy as hell.
They have a good scary sound effect.
I have a sense of impending doom now.
Let's see. To be fair, having a bad eye means Father Gabriel is always aiming now, says Crawley's Angel Productions. Yeah, I mean, but
pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, how do you think this? Do you think it's now going to be Leah versus? I mean, where do you see this going? That's like the thing is, I just don't know what direction it's going. Like where they're going, what they're going for.
I don't know. Remember the kind of towards the beginning, like when Father Gabe was out in the woods with that one fella's like, your people attacked my people. It's like, well, no shit, because you guys like started hucking weapons at us and killing us and maiming us.
I'm wondering if we're going to find out.
What do you think we're going to do?
I wonder if we're going to find out there's more to Maggie's relationship with them than previously thought. Like, all we know at this point is that we think like the Reapers stole food from them, and now Maggie's trying to get it back. Like, when are we going to find out Maggie was desperate and she actually stole the food from them?
Yeah, she stole them first. Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe it's gonna, it's gonna happen to where find out like Maggie was kind of a bad guy in that situation.
Maggie, why the shit didn't you tell us this? Wah, 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 wah. What the shit? Oh,
but I have.
Negan.
Let's see. Will Daryl have to kill Leah? I'd hope so. What do you think, Matt?
I don't know. He's probably gonna be too conflicted for that.
I am conflicted. Pocket saying. Let's see. I know this isn't a what if, but how do you say? I need to announce, being I'm recording an MP3 version to put on Apple, iTunes, or whatever, and Spotify and all that. I need to start announcing these comments. Crawley's Angels Production says, I know this isn't a what if, but how do you think the Reapers would do against the Saviors back in the day? I think the Saviors would mop the floor.
Oh, Negan would have steamrolled him.
Like, I just don't think it'd be a competition.
God said, "Oh, God said I'm gonna whoop your ass."
That's what Negan would have said. And then the Lord said, "No,
the Lord told me this, man. What the shit?
I'm about to whoop that ass." Oh, but I am excited to see where it's going. I mean, I know they're not going to kill Maggie and Negan that way, but I did kind of hate that episode ending like that. Like, come on, we know they didn't die that way. We don't need the cliffhanger.
Did they give any that summer from the that one season, like when Negan beats the shit out of Abraham? Like, you don't know none of that. Like they kept it under wraps pretty good, didn't they?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Remember when they finished the season where you see for the point of view when Negan beat Abraham with that bat?
Oh yeah. Yep. Now imagine, all right, so you watched this, you streamed it, you binge watched it all the way up till
we got instant gratification. We didn't have to stew on it the whole summer.
Imagine you were sitting there watching that episode. You'd been waiting for this moment all season, like just waiting, anticipating, and then you finally get to it and you're like, oh, who's it going to be? Everybody's been guessing who would die, and then you don't find out and you have to wait like 7 months.
They are the ultimate edgelords at AMC. I was so close.
Michael Myers says, which death do you think affected Rick the most, Shane or Glenn's? I mean, they affect him in two different ways, though. I mean, Shane's death is kind of what put Rick on this path to becoming the badass that he had to be to keep everyone alive, or to keep a majority.
Rick was more sensible at that point.
I think, they were too different. So like Shane was one.
Rick to his fucking core with Glenn.
Yeah, Shane was it was necessary, and I think that it made Rick become the badass he needed to be. Whereas Glenn, I think, felt like a failure. You know what I mean? Like Rick, Shane was kind of like a growing up type deal, whereas Glenn dying kind of, I think Rick probably took it as a failure on his part.
Hit him real hard, but not as hard as Glenn's head with that bat.
Disney Rock says Fear was really, really good. Strand, holy crap. Yeah, that starts next week. Matt, you should really try and play catch up with that.
The commercials look pretty damn good, like for the little teasers they give us.
Fear is a good show. I mean, it definitely has some lulls, but with that said, it's still an enjoyable show. I highly recommend it.
Wait till I recommend the show World Beyond. I bet you've never heard of that one.
Man, if they're going to have a bunch of kids take down basically a apocalyptic government entity, I give up. Come on, guys.
The power of friendship prevails.
Can-do attitude. We can take down anything. In real life,
they stepped on a landmine.
Real life would be destroyed by incoming rocket.
Come on, guys. Through teamwork and friendship. Oh, shit. What the shit?
Oh, Drago says, what I don't understand is how do all these small groups survive, but the army, government, etc. couldn't?
Too big to fail.
Well, I think, we're seeing now with the Commonwealth and with the CRM and other people, like groups, that they are surviving. I think the initial, like Rick survived. Rick was in a coma during the initial outbreak, but it's like during all the panic and confusion, and they're all kind of in one place, and these zombies are, just swarming them. I think it was just a lot of confusion in the beginning, but once we kind of figured out what was going on, now armies are thriving.
Yeah, they're going to just break off into smaller factions.
Let's see. Did you see the Resident Evil trailer? Yes, Michael, I did. I have mixed emotions on it, but I'm still really stoked to see the movie. Let's see here. Crawley's Angels Productions. Is anyone else seriously hoping Negan gets another Lucille? No.
He was
he
a very
needs
bad
another
man.
weapon, but I think Lucille dying, I think I think that part of his life is done. Let's see, Allie Smith. I wish we got more of Pope's side of the story when it comes to why him and Maggie are feuding before Leah killed him. That's what I'm saying. Like, it might turn out Maggie might have done something really bad to him.
Yeah, like big chin, stupid hat. They just didn't give him enough backstory. I'm just like, I talked to God, and I was in Afghanistan.
That's the most spot on impression I've ever heard anyone give ever.
What the shit?
I think that actually was a Negan line, wasn't it? What the shit?
Yeah, they're retreating. What the shit?
Oh, I mean, like, I was waiting for Negan to have like a moment, when they were doing the whole Whisperer thing, getting up on Pope's people and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, like,
no, not the Whisperers. They're the quiet talkers. They've rebranded.
So Crawley's Angel says, so Justin, are we building our own Hawacha? Or what? What's a Hawacha?
That's what that weapon was called, where they had all those bottle rockets.
Is that what they called it? I didn't quite catch that part. So it was a Hawacha. I mean, we can make one out with fireworks.
Launches and like Justin seems to be the more sensible dude when it comes to like very dangerous stuff. Like, I would be all for trying to rig up that kind of contraption.
I think I was put here to keep certain people alive, simply by stopping them from doing stupid shit.
Unlike Justin, I got nothing left to lose.
I'm pretty sure I've saved Matt's life like 3 or 4 times. Just by stopping him from doing something really stupid.
You live and you learn.
Was a multiple rocket launcher and an organ gun of similar design, which were developed in 15th century Korea. A little history lesson there. Thank you, Sonny Budanta. Michael Myers says, are you going to see Halloween Kills? Well, being it's Michael Myers asking me that, I feel like if I say no, I'm going to die. Yes, I am anxiously anticipating seeing that movie. It's going to be great.
Do not anger our overlord here. I just got a sense of impending doom.
I am in trouble. Oh, man. But let's just think back, right? So let's just think back to the good days of The Walking Dead. And I don't mean that this isn't good. This is fine, but I'm talking
could be gooder, though.
Glory days. Wouldn't it be so interesting just to see how different characters would have handled, like how would Rick have dealt with the, with the Reapers?
I just didn't find much of a threat to begin with. Like, Rick could be like, we'll just tear through them like we do everybody else.
Bowling pin formation. So throw something like a big
line them up, line them up and knock them down.
I still want to know, where did all their cool weapons go? I mean, they were launching people in the air with booby traps, and then
they had those really cool outfits, all these cool weapons, and
Does this thing have a fart button? Asks Crawley's Angels. I guess in regard to my new board, no, but I have 64 sound banks, so I can definitely squeeze a fart in there somewhere. I know. It's going to be a glorious thing. I do have this too. So if Matt brings a little more language to the podcast than we used to have, aside from Patreon, so I've got a nice little, hey, Matt, go to say something.
What the shit? What the shit?
So yeah, I do have that. That's cool. But yeah, it's I don't know. I ask this every time, but like, what? So from what you've seen this first part of this season, what do you want to see out of the rest of the season that you think would make up? Like, what's this part been lacking, Matt?
I just don't feel like we got much on like what the Reapers were, what they were about. Like we know that they were former spec ops out in Afghanistan, and they can talk to God, and like that's really all we got. Like, yeah, who gives a shit?
So more fleshed out enemies. That's what you want. More fleshed out.
With saviors and like governor, like we got to know them a lot better, like from their side of things too.
It definitely does feel like sometimes, like especially they feel much more like a throwaway enemy. Like you said, we got
one dimensional
really well. Alpha, we knew the governor well, we knew Negan well, and it's kind of like the Terminus folk. They showed up. The Terminus folk at the time, it was cool though. I didn't really feel like we needed much more story on them because they weren't made to be a long-standing villain. And we had so many long-standing villains. It was cool to have kind of a touch and go type deal. But I don't know. Let's see. From Connie Guzman, Rosita had some cool weapons, and Gracie got one from Judith.
Yeah. Broom.
I really was that what it was. It a broom
or a mop? It was some sort of cleaning utensil.
Bring up
Judith
bucket.
kicks. Yeah,
bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass basement. Like, damn, y'all needed that basement was flooding like crazy.
Yeah, it was a hell of a rainstorm.
Crawley says, I still think a Walker variant, they either sprint. Oh, I still think a Walker variant that either sprints, is stronger, or can jump, or anything to make a single Walker a threat again. Yeah, it'd definitely been cool to see him like evolve. But I mean, they didn't
have like really beefy arms.
I mean, like then you'd have been getting into like Resident Evil territory where they start off as zombies and they can become lickers or like all kinds of different variants.
Don't taste me with a good time.
Matt, show him your sweet dance moves from the wedding last night. Ready?
I am.
Do the hand wavy thing. There you go. I'm not kidding you. Like that is legit how Matt danced. I looked up.
Hey, people were copying
me. And another guy were up on the dance floor doing this.
We were gyrating. It was great.
The DJ wasn't the best, so it was probably like a Shania Twain song or something. But y'all were making it your own, and to that I applaud you. But no.
Yeah, my body hurts today.
I bet it does. The human body was not meant to move in that way. For those just listening to the MP3 version.
Listen, I was talking to God that night.
Oh, you were talking to somebody. But no, I didn't. All right, so I didn't dislike this episode. I don't know. I always have high expectations whenever it's any kind of finale or premiere. Like those are your times that you got to knock my socks off.
Like, can you believe that Leia chose her people over Daryl and his people?
No kidding. Gasp. Like, she knows Pope's wrong. That I don't know. I mean, I know what they're trying to go for, but I just don't think I thought that was really stupid. The way that she
like hey, why don't we just combine our factions and just Pope sucked. Now we can all work together towards a common good.
But she's like, Dixon killed him. Crawley says after seeing those dance moves, 10 viewers are now pregnant. Oh no!
Oh no! I already paid too much in child support,
and I don't even have children.
What the shit?
What the shit? Shit. But no. Let's see. Michael Myers says, "What do you think happens to all their weapons after the Savior War, and why didn't they continue to make bullets?" I imagine at some point they were, because the thing was they were making bullets, I guess, with spent casings.
Yeah.
Even still, that's a finite resource because you got to have gunpowder, you got to have the bullet casings. They've got to be in decent shape. You got to have the the bullets. I mean, I think essentially they found a bullet making factory that had all the supplies they needed, but I imagine at some point that would have ran out too. Matt, who do you think you would be in The Walking Dead?
I would be one of the fucking zombies because I'm not gonna live in a world where I have to eat pinto beans all the time. Just kill me, like without the luxuries I have now. There'd be no point going on for me.
So you just wouldn't even try?
No, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
No kidding.
You guys may harvest whatever you want from me for resources, but I can't do this.
The old Matty Dubs would just give it up.
Probably.
I am conflicted.
I'd probably just be some nobody in the background.
I was going to say, I can see you being somewhat of a Eugene, not for the cowardice, but mainly just for the intellect. I could see you making things or knowing, like,
I know a lot of random useless facts.
Yeah, like I could see if you being useful in that capacity.
If you guys want a trivia night just to help boost morale, I could help with that.
That's your role in the Walking Dead world. Is it's trivia nights over at Matt's tent.
Listen, some days you just want to have a night to cut loose and have fun.
Let's see. I don't. Crawley says I don't think they've had a finale as good as the season 4 mid-season finale. That one is very hard to beat, in my opinion. But I have a weird obsession with the governor. I guess I'm biased.
That was a fun arc.
I've said for the longest time, Crawleys, I don't know how long you've been listening, but I've long said that the season 4 mid-season finale is, in my opinion, the best or one of the absolute best episodes.
Herschel's death, really hit hard.
And then Rick's reaction to it was incredible. Maggie's reaction and Beth's reaction.
Very authentic, very genuine.
It was very, very sad.
Now
it was very, I remember just being on the edge of my seat, like watching that live and the governor having, because I mean, those of us that had read the comics, we knew what was about to happen because we knew damn well they weren't about to kill Michonne. So like we knew, oh shoot, man, Herschel's about to get his head chopped off. No way. And then when he did it, even though I knew it was coming, it just,
still, yeah. You can know when you're just not ready for that kind of impact.
I had said I was quitting the show after that. Like I was like, I'm done. This is too much. I'm done. Not Herschel, not sweet old Herschel, but that just showed back then, how good the writing was.
Now it's I talk to God. He said to blow up my people. Then he gets stabbed in the back of the neck.
Michael Myers says you would be Sadiq or Dante.
Yep.
So wait, he'd either be the guy who got murdered or he'd be the guy who murdered himself. I am conflicted.
Yeah, see, to do medical shit, you need medical supplies.
See, that would be your role, man. You'd be good. I know you're not necessarily.
I can tell you what,
but you know way more about the medical field than anybody else that probably you're going to run across in the apocalypse. So you'd have.
Sir, you have gallbladder disease, sir. Well, what do I do about it? I don't know.
Well, I can tell you what to do about it. I just can't do it.
I don't have the means, but I can tell you what you got.
Crawley says that you would definitely be Dante. Why do you guys think he would be Dante? Dante was a traitor. He was a spy, an evil.
Oh, bastard. I would turn on you guys in 2 seconds as well if it meant
he took Coco's daddy from him. So why would Matt be Dante? I've got to hear this. Why would he be?
If I play everybody, then I always come out on top.
Until somebody kills you like they did Dante.
Win-win for me, baby. I ain't eating pinto beans my whole life.
I know that I have been overplaying the sound effects. I'm sorry. It's fun.
It's just applicable to 98% of my life.
I mean, it works. I mean, look at how pretty this board is.
It's gorgeous.
I can't really get it over there to it, but you can see that I can hit a special effect, so I can do the. Oh, so I do. Oh no, terrible camera angle. So I do apologize for all the sound effects, but I got a new toy and it's just fun to play with. And you guys,
we'll get it out of our system. It'll be a lot more,
well, I'm actually going to start loading up sound effects related to the show.
Yeah.
Like I might even load clips from the show.
But certain buttons will be used more conservatively than others.
Oh,
we're just having fun tonight.
The wop wop wop. You're very much enjoying.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Let's see. They say you look like Dante, but you don't possess the epic tan of Sadiq. So
I haven't got enough sun, this summer, to make that Sadiq.
The light on this camera makes me look super pale. But no, I think you would possess the intellect of our man Eugene. So I think you'd be useful. You can't kill yourself if the zombie apocalypse happens. Just hang tight, batten down the hatches. I'll be there to come pick you up.
Will you be there on trivia night when my morale is low?
Connie says, did y'all find the talk between Judith and Virgil about Michonne satisfying? I mean, yes and no. Yes, from a fan perspective, but like no, because Michonne should have never left the show. But no, I did like the conversation that they had about, he was talking about how, I see her in you, the way you hold the sword. I don't know why I'm making Virgil talk like Rick, but Sonny says, why do the Reapers only have a hawacha? How do you say it? A hawacha?
Hawacha.
A hawacha?
Hawacha.
A musket and swords and knives. Since they were former military, you think the Reapers would have an arsenal of military-grade weapons, assault rifles, RPGs, etc.
I believe that the Reapers just actually went to a military surplus store. Like they just had severe schizophrenia, so they thought they were spec ops out in Afghanistan.
They found like a diary of a soldier and all their stuff, and we're like, we will become these men.
They watched Mark Wahlberg as a Navy SEAL on Netflix, and they just really thought like I could do that. They went to a Black Cat's factory store and got a whole bunch of bottle rockets and rigged together.
Wouldn't that be funny if that's what it was? So instead of these things are going to fly and we think they're going to start blowing up and maybe kill
Maggie, whipping every which way,
but they're just like Roman candles. So it's like, it's like, ow, that kind of burned me.
That powder burned
a hole in my favorite jeans. Damn it.
Yeah. That's my favorite dungaroos. You just burned there. My dungarees.
Michael Myers says you could be Milton. Milton was very smart. He didn't deserve to go out the way that he did. Also, for Michael Myers, I would have liked to have seen.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Beta. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, how can we never discuss that? That'd be an awesome death match.
What could have been, but never was. Let's see, Crawley. I just want to bring up Justin's favorite character and clearly best actor of the series, Denise. What would she be like if she was still around? Hopefully dead.
See, there are no alternate universes where she makes it this far. She's dead in every single one of them.
She just was not a likable character, man.
She wasn't.
Just not at all. Just could not.
There are no universes out there where she's still alive.
No universes where anyone is excited to see that character. That would be a good fling, but I think Beta would take Abraham.
I think so too.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna bet on my boy Abraham here. I mean, if Daryl can take Beta, then I surely think Abraham has a chance. I mean, I know Daryl has that plot armor, which makes it really hard for any adversary to defeat him. But I like to think if Daryl could give him the business. So, I mean, by comparison, do you guys think that Daryl would take Abraham in a fight?
Oh, no, I think Abraham would pound him. Senseless.
Man, I need one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to load this thing up with all kinds of fun sound effects, man. It's going to be a blast. Like I said, I can have 64 different sound effects, so we're going to have some fun. I need to get you one night that we do the live stream, which just sucks because Monday work. And for those that may be wanting to tune in to hear Fear the Walking Dead reviews, I will be doing those, but I'm probably not going to do those until Monday because the staying up on Sunday night starts to wear on me after a while. And
Oh, like as soon as we're done here, like I'm getting my ass in bed.
Oh, I got to go to bed, but then I got to turn around and get up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I got to get showered. I got to get the radio thing done. Then I got to head to my real job. And I'm exhausted just thinking about tomorrow. So, for the Fear the Walking Deads, I'm probably not going to do live streams. If I do live streams, if everyone's interested, then maybe I'll do the live stream the Monday after Fear the Walking Dead.
See, if these chintzy bastards would give us more of their money, we wouldn't have to have these other jobs. We can stay up as late as we want.
Well, you know what? Yes. And also, that's a good plug for the Patreon. Go check out the Patreon. This week was a little slow on Patreon.
Give us your money.
We had the fair, a wedding, so much crap going on. But next few weeks should be pretty easy going, which means more Patreon casts.
I'm so tired of working. Can you guys just give me your money?
Give me your monies. Crawley says, can I throw a what if at you? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Only if I can do the same to you.
Let's see. While we wait for that, Michael Myers says, what about Merle versus Beta? No, I think Beta would whip Merle's ass.
It'd be funny as hell, but yeah.
I would have loved for Abraham and Merle to have met.
That would be good, yeah. A good meetup up in Walking Dead heaven.
Do you think they're fighting in Walking Dead heaven?
Oh, yes.
What do you think?
Shit.
Shit. You keep using that kind of language, Matt, I'm going to have to hit you with a... I just killed a mosquito. I just smashed that mother up, like just him up so bad that he didn't even see that coming. Put my foot right up his mother. Anyways, I've said my piece. All right, as we get close to closing this thing out, let's see. Crawley says, what if Simon and his outpost separate from Negan and went head-to-head with the governor in his prime? They're both psychotic and lose their shit constantly. Simon would win because of sheer numbers and firepower. I mean, if you're assuming Simon took a considerable amount of the saviors with him and the firepower, I mean, they've got,
I think Simon was good at fucking you too, the ways that the governor couldn't.
You said Simon was good at with you?
Yeah. Like really getting into your head.
And just like with you. Really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Just you right in
so bad.
No, I think that Simon would win. I think that Simon would win. Yes, the governor does have a tank. But I mean, if Rick and his group did, Daryl, they didn't have a Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon destroyed the tank.
He was the wild card.
The tank would definitely be a game changer, but I still just feel like Simon would have the numbers and the weaponry to make short work of him. But no, closing out, talking about tonight's episode, Matthew, as we wrap it up, let's see here. Give me a score, 1 to 5. What do you rate this episode?
2.5.
2.5. That's kind of brutal. So you just really were not digging this episode.
So everything that I expected to happen happened. Like there was nothing new or nothing that took me by surprise.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5, which isn't much better than 2.5, but 2.5 just sounds so much more brutal.
It sounds dirty.
But hey, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thanks so much for hanging out on the live streams. We'll have these going back once The Walking Dead comes back on in February. I will be covering Fear the Walking Dead, and if Matt catches up on that, then Matt can join me to cover that.
We gotta start doing bi-weekly what ifs too, because it seems like a lot of people really enjoy that.
We do. Maybe we'll start doing bi-weekly what ifs with Matt, because a lot of people do ask for that. But we'll definitely be back on the live stream soon. More podcasts out. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/thepodcastingdead. I'm Justin Lloyd.
I'm Matt Dubs.
And thank you guys.
I always get this.
Hold on. Let's do it. Touch fingers. Rub them together. It's like college all over again. All right. We'll see everybody soon. Have a good night. Thank you so much for listening.
Later.
Peace.